hungry for volleyball action, watch out because we have Dlsu going up against PCU. And this is going to be one exciting matchup, and we are honored to be bringing you this action. I'm Patricia Season. Along with me is Mr. Ian Laurel. Ian, I'm sure you're just as excited as I am to see Dlsu in action again.
Alam mo, Pat, every time that Dlsu plays, it's very exciting kasi itong mga teams na nakakalaban nila, they want to have that distinction of the first team to have beaten Dlsu in the V-League.
Will PCU do it? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Dlsu University Lady Archers are actually looking for competition. As you can see in our team standings, they have won 4 games in a row in as many games, and Adamson University are 3-1, while PCU are also 3-1, also second place. FEU in third place at 3-2, San Sebastian College at 2-3, Ateneo de Manila with 1 win and 3 losses. Same with Lyceum and University of the East still needs to win in 4 games. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the story for Dlsu, and they are looking for a three-peat here in the V-League.
That's right, and nakita natin sa rankings, it's a match between the ranked number 1 team and number 3 team, so very important. And of course, our players to watch out for, Carlia Laguno of Dlsu. She was the leading scorer against the Lady Warriors. She had 16 points. Also is Manila Santos. Ito yung inaabangan natin, Manila Santos, the leading scorer for the Lady Archers. Although, of course, andyan pa rin kailangan niya yung tulong ng kanilang Thai import na si Jindarat, which up to now, question mark. And on your screens is Manila Santos. Jindarat, as I was saying, still question mark ngayon kung paglalaroin ni Coach Ramil because she had a sprained left wrist in their last game. And of course, Chi Saet, the veteran setter, the best setter for the 3 conferences, holding Dlsu together in the V-League.
Ang PCU naman can take full advantage of Jindarat not being there, and of course, they can take full advantage of them not having one of their star players, but it will be difficult because napaka-deep talaga ng bench ng Dlsu. But let's talk about PCU right now. Of course, they share the second spot in the team standings with Adamson with 3-1 record. They are coming off an impressive straight sets win over the Ateneo Lady Eagles, and the NCAA runners-up started their campaign absorbing a loss to Adamson, and after that, they strung up 3 straight wins over San Sebastian, UE, and like I said, Ateneo.
And Pat, you're right. Ano, ito on your screens, the veteran, the former national team member, that's Amelia Guanco. She is the heart and soul of this team, and she's serving as an inspiration to her teammates sa ibang Lady Dolphins. And of course, against the Lady Eagles, she had 10 points. And leading the charge for PCU in that game was Catlea Villaluz, number 12, with 16 points. Ayan, there on your screens is Catlea Villaluz. And of course, the setter, the leading setter of the PCU Lady Dolphins is Lailani Cervantes, number 10, which she would play a very important role in today's match.
Ang PCU na kaya ang makakatalo sa Dlsu and will deliver their first ever loss here in the V-League and will spoil their campaign for championship once again. But right now, let's turn over to Mozi Ravenna.
Thank you, Patricia and Ian. Well, according to Coach Ramil, itong si Kanchana nga, yung kanilang Thai import, will not start today. But, as needed, baka ipasok niya rin to during the game. At sabi nga niya, malakas rin itong PCU at yun nga, nandyan si Ami Guanco on the side. So, iniisip lang niya na makalarong maigi itong kanyang team. Especially itong si Charlene Cruz na hindi nga siya dinisappoint last game na pinalitan itong kanyang Thai import. As for Coach Gilbert Odron naman, sinabi niya, he is against the toughest team in the land here in the V-League. Alam niyang back-to-back champions itong Dlsu. But again, he had a good practice last night at sabi niya, kung gano'n ang ilalaro nila today, well, malakas ang chance nila. And kinausap niya daw itong si Ami Guanco at sinabi niya, Ami, you should take charge. Ikaw ang kamay ko dyan sa loob. Help the young ones para hindi sila ma-stun dun sa game ng Dlsu. Back to you, Patricia and Ian.
I agree with what Mozi said na sinabi nga ni Coach Gilbert Odron na they are against the toughest team in the league right now, but judging by their practice yesterday, they might be the first ones to deliver that big loss to LaSalle.
Alam mo, if we're gonna look at this game, itong matchup na to, mas pumapabor sa PCU. Number 1 is that if there's any team in the V-League who can defeat LaSalle, PCU is definitely one of them. And second, going to the favor of PCU, wala dito yung Thai import na si Jindarat. Question mark, tulad nga na sinabi ni Mozi, saka lang gagamitin ni Coach Ramil kung kinakailangan. So, a very good opportunity for PCU to hand to Dlsu their first loss in the V-League this time.
Winning streaks are on the line here. Of course, PCU winning 3 games in a row prior to this. And LaSalle, of course, with astounding 4 games in a row. No one has been able to step up, but the big question is, can PCU do it? And you will see that action right here on ABC Sports as we start this wonderful ball game between LaSalle and PCU.
To our second game in today's V-League presented by Shakey's. This is between Dlsu University and Philippine Christian University.
I want to be feeling you right next to me. This is all I'm asking for. With you there's nothing I want more.
Welcome to the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym for another dose of V-League action. I'm Patricia Bermudez. He's on. Along with me is Mr. Ian Larell. And at courtside, we have Mosey Ravenna. And we are waiting for action to start between PCU, Lady Dolphins, and the Dlsu University, Lady Archers. Ang problema ng Dlsu, as we had said earlier, itong si Kanchana, ang kanilang Thai import, is injured and will be playing sparingly in this ballgame.
But she's dressed up. She was warming up together with the rest of the team. Although, as Coach Ramil Dlsu told us, she will only be used, ayan, on your screens, number 12, Kanchana, the import of Dlsu. She will only be used if it is necessary, Pat.
And judging by the previous games of Dlsu, it might not be as necessary.
That's right, that's
It might not be as urgent as others think it could be.
Tama.
Because napaka-deep talaga ng bench ng LaSalle.
Tama yung sinabi mo, Pat, ano? If there's a team in the V-League na pwedeng mawala ng isa, dalawang player mula sa first 6, LaSalle is it. Kasi ang dami nilang pwedeng ipalit. Ayan, Chisaet there. We have the rest of Manila Santos is there. We have Carly Laguno. And we have Desiree Hernandez. All of these players are veterans of the V-League and can adjust pretty well if one of their starters do not play.
Definitely, LaSalle is proving that they do have the right to claim back the championship. They are the defending champs here in this wonderful league, and they are on their bid for their third straight crown as they introduce the starting lineup for PCU.
At number 6, Mary Grace Magtibay. At number 12, Catlea Villaluz. At number 10, Lailani Cervantes. And at number 15, Ami Guanco. Their libero is number 4, Janet Barrera. Head coach is Mr. Gilbert Odron.
And there you have the starting lineup for PCU. It's going to be interesting for Coach Gilbert Odron. Let's look at their starting lineup. They have Lopez, Magtibay, Bernardo, Cervantes, Villaluz, Ami Guanco, and Janet Barrera as their libero.
And the head coach, of course, is Mr. Gilbert Odron, assisted by Mr. Rodrigo Sambuang.
At number 5, Chisaet. At number 14, Manila Santos. Their libero is number 7, Shermaine Peñano. Head coach is Mr. Ramil Dlsu.
Every time the squad of Coach Ramil Dlsu steps up, talagang kinakabahan ng mga kalaban. Hernandez, Saet, Yaguno, Datuin, Cruz, Santos, and Peñano will complete the starting 6 for Dlsu, starting 7 rather for Dlsu. And their coach, Coach Ramil Dlsu, is still positive nga. Despite may mga injuries na sila. And early pa lang to in this season.
Right. That's right. And when we were talking, Patricia, earlier, if there's a team who could beat Dlsu, PCU is definitely one of them. No? Kayang-kaya nila if they play right. And an added bonus for them right now is that the import Jindarat might not play here in this matchup. So tingnan natin. We're here almost ready for the first set. Of course, our first referee is Mr. Adrian Tabanyag. Here on your screens, an international referee. And he's assisted by our second referee, Mr. Pedrito Bermas.
Chi Saet is just about ready to go heads up with the rest of the gang from PCU, and we all know that Chi Saet is so valuable in the Dlsu lineup. Talagang pag maganda at magaling ang setter mo at sanay na siya sa mga gusto ng mga mag-a-attack, it's always gonna be a great outlook for a team like that. And Dlsu has their ace, that's Chi Saet.
Alam mo, that's a very good point you just made, Patricia. Being a setter, you're playing with 5 other spikers or 5 people that you will set the ball to. So lahat yung bawat isang yan may gustong klase ng set. May gusto mababa, mataas, mabilis. So Chi Saet has to adjust with each of those players.
Guangco with that attack. Here's Chi Saet's set there. Guangco with the set this time to the corner. Ball still alive. Santos. Si Cervantes naman magsiset.
Long rally, first point pa lang, pinaglalabanan na, Pat.
Umpisa pa lang to,
Umpisa pa lang
matutunan
to.
agad ang labanan. From the corner!
Wow!
Arlene Bernardo gets the first point for PCU.
Was that just the first point, Pat? Parang tagal na.
Parang mainit na kagad ang mga players dito. And on the line once again is Leilani Cervantes. Bringing the ball up there early was Piñano.
Manila Santos with a cross-court hit but dug up very well by Cervantes.
An error coming from LaSalle's Desiree Hernandez. And PCU gets another point. Let's see that action one more time from the corner. A great job by Arlene Bernardo.
Eileen Bernardo with 2 points right off the bat for PCU. That is outside. Although a touch on Bernardo was called by the referee. So that's a point for Dlsu.
And that attack coming from Michelle Datuin was impressive.
Running spike from Datuin. Good reception. Running spike this time for Amy Guangco. It hits the tape of the net, and that's a 4-touch violation called on PCU. Ayan, on your screens, the veteran Amy Guangco. You were saying earlier, she is the one responsible to hold this team together. So, tignan natin if Amy Guangco will serve as an inspiration to her teammates today.
Cervantes with a quick set there. Chi Saet doing her own. Cervantes still brings the ball up for Guangco, and from the corner, a quick touch and very, very effective from Arlene Bernardo. Sa kanya na lang lahat ang galing.
And Carly Laguno called for a net violation. Ito makikita natin, ano? Bernardo going up for that spike. And there, Carla Laguno with her right hand trying to reach over to the ball, touches the net.
Brenda Lopez, our spiker from PCU, with that service received by Santos. Chi Saet. The two-in wisely just tipped the ball over softly and gets that third point for LaSalle. Tied at 3.
Actually, magtibay the blocker. Actually have that ball move down faster. Nung tumama sa kanya, dinala niya na pababa yung bola.
So,
Timing yung pagkakahulog ni that two-win. Quick attack again. Panay, mukhang ang offensive option ngayon ng PCU is those quick attacks. Every time they get a chance to set it up for a quick attack, yun ang binibigay ng setter.
Ang characteristic kasi ng LaSalle, talagang kaya nila yung mga powerful hits coming from any team, and they can dig that ball. So PCU opting to do the wiser, gentler moves. Kill them softly if you could. Anything to win against LaSalle. Cervantes bringing the ball up for Bernardo.
Another quick attack that time. Desiree Hernandez with her own quick attack. This is how it's done. That's what she said. Tignan natin, lumamang na ang Dlsu. 2 points in this first set. No blockers.
Oh, Dlsu is showing how together they are.
Good serve from the two-in. Back set for Amy Guangco. Down the line, covered very well by Peñano. Okay, free ball. Tingnan natin.
Free ball for LaSalle.
Ito na, abangan natin ang play. Carly Laguno coming in. And Desiree Hernandez for that running drop shot.
Ganda pa nun, ha? Talagang she saw in the last second that there was a hole in the defense of PCU on her left side, and that's exactly where she put the ball. Giving them their 6 point and sending once again Michelle Datuin on the line. Cervantes now for Guangco.
Miss set for Amy Guangco, no? Masyadong labas yung bola. Tignan natin. Nabasa ni Amy.
This is
Pinalo
better.
this time. Ayun, off the blocker's hands. Manila Santos.
She tooled her way
Uh-huh.
to get that point for PCU, fourth point for PCU, and she goes to the line down by 2. PCU, though, still looking strong. Amy Guangco, service
Ganda naman
ace.
ang service ni Amy. Veterana po ng volleyball dito sa atin. Itong si Amy Guangco. From what I recall, she has been a member of the national team since 1996. And recently, nung last Southeast Asian Games, she was still a member of the team. So I think after that, medyo nag-retire na sa national team sa Amy. And now she's with PCU as their guest player.
There's a lifting violation called on Chisay and giving PCU and Amy Guangco the equalizer.
Yes.
And they tied this ball game at 6, and Amy Guangco still on the line. Received by Peñano. Parang nasaktan pa nga si Peñano nun eh. Great job by Barrera to Guangco.
Off the hands of Carly Laguno. Ayun na naman!
She does it again. Desiree Hernandez
Uh-huh.
with that soft touch.
Same spot. Every time Desiree Hernandez drops the ball, it's always in that middle portion of the court. So mukhang yun ang butas ng PCU, Pat.
Ang bilis din ng mata ni Desiree Hernandez.
Mhm.
Impressive.
It's now Manila Santos for De La Salle. And just enough to get that ball over. Buhay pa ang bola. Tignan natin kung may babalik.
Yes, free ball. Oh, that's
Yun.
hard.
Outside.
Go beyond antenna na. And that's already the 8th point for De La Salle. And Manila Santos will have to wait after this technical timeout to do some more damage on PCU. We'll be bringing back some more volleyball action between PCU and De La Salle. Time now for Volleyball 101. What is an antenna? An antenna is a red and white stripe pole attached to the net that extends 32 inches above the net and indicates out of bounds along the sidelines.
Ayan, there you go. Ayan, makikita natin ang antenna. Ito yung sinasabi natin, red and white stripes. It demarcates what is inside the court from what is outside. And whenever a ball, you try to cross the ball over and it passes beyond or outside the antenna, it's still a violation. It would be called outside.
Kanina yung ginawa ni Janet Barrera
Yun,
of PCU,
eksakto,
going
Pat.
beyond the antenna yon.
That's right.
Right now, let's hear from Mozzie Ravenna. What do you have there, Mozzie?
Thank you, Pat. Well, according to Coach Gilbert Odron, sabi niya nakukuha naman ng PCU ang laro ng Lasal. Kaya lang, kailangan nilang bilisan ang kanilang game and concentrate on blocking. So, back to you, Ian and Patricia.
Ganda rin nun, ha? Maganda rin yung sinabi niya. Kaya nga kanina pa sila puro mga quick sets.
Yeah.
Para ma-off timing yung
Tama.
De La Salle defenders. Desiree Hernandez here with the attack received by Guangco. Cervantes decides to bring it over. Chisay with the reception.
Ayan, blocking. Sinasabi kanina ni Coach Gilbert. Mukhang nasusunod ng players at nababantayan ng mga palo ng De La Salle. Wow! Powerful hit.
Coming from Catlea Villaluz.
Ito si Catlea, siya yung minimension natin, the highest scorer nung pregame natin. For the PCU Lady Dolphins, Catlea Villaluz.
Arlene Bernardo on the line for PCU and we're tied at 8. Talaga namang nakikipagsabayan.
But Bernardo sending that one long, sayang, throws away a point, giving LaSalle the lead 9-8.
Coach Gilbert Odron parang na-shake yung head niya doon. Ayaw niya. Look, all these errors will definitely haunt PCU. They have to be very careful because De La Salle is such a talented team. You don't want to gift them with your own errors.
Kathleen, that's Villaluz. Number 12, missing out on that spike. Catlea Villaluz.
And that sends LaSalle's very own Yaguno on the line. Received by Guangco. Itong si Cervantes, maganda rin ang pinibigay kay Villaluz. Shisaet gives it to Desiree Hernandez.
Free ball.
Good job by Cruz, but at the same time, Cervantes was able to bring it up. Shisaet once again.
Ganda ng depensa.
Villaluz!
Oh! Wow!
Lucky break!
That ball was rolling over the net for like 2 or 3 seconds before it finally decides to go to the Dlsu side.
Let's look at that.
Ayan, ang ganda
Starting
nito.
from Kathleya. 1, 2. Oh, tama nga yung pagbilang mo. 2 segundo bago siya bumagsak sa side ng LaSalle, and no one could have imagined that it would have gone over. So, PCU getting their 9th point. Dikit po talaga ang labanan.
Sayang. Bernardo saying sayang kasi nakuha niya yung bola na receive niya, but unfortunately, masyadong dikit sa net yung return niya kaya hindi nakuha ni Cervantes.
Mas alert ngayon ang mga tao sa PCU because De La Salle is up by 2 and you don't want them to go far. Ayaw mong makalayo sila sa lead. And Cervantes here again.
Wow. Sayang, outside. Oh, a check ball called on De La Salle. Or a net violation called on De La Salle. So, a lucky break for PCU. They win back that point. Just a 1-point lead for De La Salle.
That last attack coming from Brenda Lopez. Buti na lang nagkaroon ng violation ng LaSalle. She saw it.
Oh, free ball. Tingnan natin. Cervantes setting up Ami Guangco. Down the line.
Straight to Laguno. Nasa sahig na. Let's see how powerful that was coming from Ami Guangco. She goes up straight to Laguno. This means Kathleya Villaluz gets a chance. We're tied at 11, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow! Ganda ng depensa ng libero ng PCU.
Manila, Silent Killer Santos also doing damage for LaSalle. Magtibay to Ami Guangco. Here it is. And Cruz makes it count for LaSalle. Charlene Cruz gets LaSalle's 12th point and gets her chance in the service area. Let's see that coming from the left corner. Straight down the center.
Outside.
That ball sails wide. She makes a point. She loses one. And she's replaced by Peñano for now.
Ayan, makita natin Amy Guangco being the heart and soul of this PCU Lady Dolphins team. Sa gitna po ng blocking. Tignan natin. Running spike. Sayang, hindi naabutan. Itong si number 6 ng PCU na si Magtibay.
And Mary Grace Magtibay, though being held by Brenda Lopez, talagang mas maikli lang yung katawan nila as compared to the twin who was able to bring that ball over. Cervantes straight to the corner, double block, ball still alive, they bring it over, free ball, Cervantes again to Guangco. Combination of the twin and Manila Santos, walang nasabi sa tira ni Guangco.
And the setter of PCU Cervantes did a good job. In her first set, ayan, makita natin, papunta sa kabila, but this time deciding to give it back to Amy Guangco. And the blocking of De La Salle, not enough to control that powerful spike by Amy.
You gotta give it to their setter Cervantes, who has been doing an astounding job here.
That's right, and this matchup, well, coming from Cervantes, we're being matched up with the #1 setter of the V-League for the past 3 years, Chi Saet. So talagang this game would serve as a challenge for her kung kaya niyang tapatan ng skills sa setting itong si Chi Saet.
Ang ganda ng ginawa mong matchup story. Cervantes against Saet. Nice off-speed shot by Arlene Bernardo. Ang taas ng
Taas ng
narating niya.
talon, taas! Tignan natin sa replay. Talagang dinala niya yung bola doon sa sulok na yun. Tignan natin ang lipad ni Bernardo.
And hitting pa.
Grabe. Pag ganun, ano?
Oo.
Alam mo, nung mga nakita ko sa ganyang, kaya lang makagawa niyan, kaibigan natin si Mozi Raven. Nung time niya,
Uy, naging ka-teammate ko yan si Mozi nung nagkaroon kami ng media group for volleyball.
so nakita mong galing.
Star player, of course.
Definitely.
Ako pa star. Ami Guangco with that service and it's wide.
And with that, she throws away a point. Again, we're tied at 15. First set pa lang, Pat. Kikita na itong laban na to.
You guys must come to the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym to experience firsthand how wonderful it is to watch the best volleyball players in the country. And right now, we are being treated to one awesome action between De La Salle and PCU as Chi Saet. Nice set by Chi Saet. Nice set by Chi Saet. And the two took full advantage of that full speed ahead, getting De La Salle 16th point. And time now for another technical timeout. La Salle is leading only by 1 against PCU. officials from the V-League. And of course, this is so crucial for all of us to be supporting the best players in the land, such as Desiree Hernandez, our quicker and open spiker from Dlsu. She stands 5'8", a tall girl from Batangas, taking up tourism. And there's a lot of beautiful tourist spots in Batangas. And seeing her reminds us to go on out and visit your favorite places in the country. But if you're here, then come on and join us at the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym, and Desiree Hernandez there.
Well, we had the shot of Mr. June Bernardino, the president of Sports Vision Marketing, and alam naman natin, Mr. June Bernardino has been supporting the V-League since its conception. So talagang nakita natin, dumadami na po ang nanonood ng V-League. The teams have increased from 6 during the initial conference. Now we have 8 participating teams with now guest players. So talagang the V-League has been moving on for the past 3 years.
Good job there by Cathleya Villaluz.
Ayan, tignan natin. Good play. And of course, Desiree Hernandez winning that joust at the net against Cervantes. Ito, Pat, interesting stats, ano? In the digs department, PCU led the way in that first set, 20% against only 12 for Dlsu. However, nanalo pa rin ang Dlsu dun sa set na yun.
Cervantes with a back set, double block by Hernandez and Cruz. Let's look at that double block one more time. Here's the attack coming from PCU, and a double block does it for LaSalle, getting them and giving them their 19th point, 3-point advantage for Dlsu. Here's the service.
Lamang pa rin ang Dlsu dito sa first set.
It's gonna be a free ball. Peñano with that reception. G-side, back set.
Wow, Bernardo, quick on her feet.
Oo nga eh. PCU's gotta give their spikers a chance here.
Ang ganda ng palo na yun. Off speed by number 12, Villaluz. Grabe. Cathleya Villaluz. Ayan, makikita natin. Ito mo yung buwelo. Biglang huling sandali. Pinatak lang doon sa likod ng blocker. So perfect off-speed hit by Cathleya Villaluz.
Good service from PCU, and here's attack from the corner. And that ball goes in. Ami Guanco deciding not to receive the ball. Kala nga niya lalabas, and now there's a timeout being called on the side of PCU. They are down by 3. There's a lot of things to be ironed out here between the players of PCU. Kanina talagang nakikipagsabayan lang sila at nakakaya nila. But LaSalle slowly inching away from PCU and gaining this 3-point lead. And it's dangerous when you let LaSalle do that.
That's right. And makita natin, the players of PCU, maganda depensa, natatapatan nila yung mga malalakas na bola, nakakahabol sila. But they cannot do it for the first 2 or 3 plays. Dapat hanggang sa matapos yung play. Ito yung sinasabi natin, never give up on the play. And dyan magaling ang LaSalle. They will never give up even with those free balls, loose balls, or probably even bad receptions. They will still make that play to their advantage.
Here they are once again, the PCU squad. And of course, the LaSalle's coach, Ramil De Jesus, their young coach, who will be bringing them hopefully to another victorious third straight championship here in the V-League.
So kung sakasakali, back to back to back.
Iba na yun.
Tignan natin. Ito, free ball na naman for LaSalle. The two-win sends that one flying away.
But she had the right idea. No one was there to defend the ball.
Nagkulang lang ng snap of the wrist, no? Kaya medyo yung bola didn't have that downward trajectory. It maintained a straight path going outside.
Now we have Cathleya Villaluz on the line, who's been doing a lot of damage and has been contributing very well for PCU. Great drop by Lopez earlier.
Another drop. So 2 straight drops coming from... Cervantes!
Speaking of drops.
Trying to do too much on her end. Sayang, medyo nainganyo siya doon sa 2 drop ng Dlsu. Ako rin.
Sali ako. Kaya ko